Hey guys, it's me, Omni-Chicken here, bringing you another video, but this one's not really about Rainbow Six. Now, I know a lot of people don't really play this game as much as me, and they don't know what's going on, and so today I wanted to bring you guys a little bit of some type of story, right? I live in downtown LA. I live pretty close to the US Bank building. I'm not gonna say exactly where, but I'll tell you it is like 2 minutes walking distance, alright? So, I've been living in downtown LA for about 4 years, and it's been pretty crazy. So I'll show you guys a little bit of stories of shit that I've done in downtown LA itself, right? So first one will be of the time I met G-Eazy. So I didn't really meet him, but I did see him like perform in front of me, right? So I was at home chilling, and right behind my house, and I do have proof of this, so you guys don't want to believe it. I have like Snapchats and shit about it. And he filmed a whole like official like a music video right outside my house. Like I would turn around and I would hear his song just bumping. Like they had the whole street closed down and he was going off. It was so dope. The music video was Living the Good Life or something like that. I don't know. I'll try finding the actual song. But it's the one from Fast and the Furious, and I have Snapchats about it. It's pretty damn cool. We went out there, we were like next to him while they were recording it. I mean, we tried talking to him, he pretty much ignored us because we're like strangers on the street. But I mean, if Jeezy's watching the video, that shit was dope. Another thing so that's like, because my stories aren't long, so I want to keep them short. I'm not gonna make them too long, but it was pretty damn dope. We had like half the building going out there seeing him. One of the crazy shits, one of the things that scared the crap out of me was one day I was chilling up here with my brother and his girlfriend was here and shit. We were just chilling watching TV. They all fell asleep. I was awake. It was like 1 o'clock at night, right? Now we live in an apartment building where you need to get a key to open the front door and you walk in and you go up the stairs in the elevator, whatever you want. We live on like the first floor, so it's directly when you open the door, just like straight. So this like crazy ass crackhead comes into, like, it's downtown LA, so of course there's homeless people everywhere. But this guy had the balls to come in and bang on my door, and he was like, "Get out here!" Like he was on crack or some shit, and he was like, not even playing. This dude was one of the craziest people I've seen, and he had blood all over his hand, and he was like, "Dude, your parents did this to me. They beat the shit out of me." My parents were at fucking work. Like, they were still working. What do you mean? Like, yeah, I know it's 1 o'clock. They're Ubering. My mom does Uber, so she was Ubering, and she's like, "What the fuck? Are you crazy, right?" So the cops came and shit. This guy was bleeding everywhere. He was going crazy, banging on my door, and then he left out of nowhere. He tried getting in because I opened the door with the latch on it, and a little like chain latch, and he like tried pushing it open, but the little latch blocked him. And then I like slammed it on him. That was just crazy, and I called my brother. Call him. Like a few weeks later, I'm home alone, and this guy comes back again. Like, oh my god, bro. So I had my knife with me. Fucking, I brought a knife. I bought one. It was a karambit. I was like, I can go for it. Like, I want this food to come in, right? And I called the police, and then they're like, "Dude, just like, don't go out there. If he does come in though, like, shank his ass and go for it." I was like, for sure, like, fuck it, I'm down now. But, oh, just tricky, like, and then the police came, the manager came down, like, what the fuck is happening here? And then he figured out that, like, oh, yeah, that nigga, he got kicked out a long time, they said a year ago. But, I mean, they didn't know that. So, yeah, so at the end of the day, he just left with that fool. He had blood all over his hands, he had blood on his face. That was interesting, that was really a bit. Fuck that. So another one I want to talk about is about the time I seen a guy slit his wrist right in front of me, right? Now this dude was on some shit. I don't know what he was, but he had HIV, right? So this guy's in the middle of the street. Police, I don't know why the police are there. I guess he did something, but police were there and they were like, "Dude, like, watch out." And that guy was screaming, "I have HIV, I have HIV." So at that moment, they're like, "Alright, you know what, fuck that shit, let's chill." This dude, legit, I don't know what he did, but he had a knife on him, so the cops were like, "Shit, like, we can't grab him because he already had blood on him." So the police like touched that blood, I guess, you know, like, and you know how police are always extra. So they were like, holy shit, like, what do we do, right? And they're like, dude, just don't do anything, don't move, we'll be there in a little bit. Like, the ambulance, I guess, or the firefighters. And he was like, nah, fuck y'all. And he like slits both of his wrists. He just slits them both. He just starts bleeding. He starts laughing, like, ha ha ha, like, I just slit my wrist. Hell nah, we're on the street. Wrists and just like starts laughing about it. The cops come. He's on the ground knocked out, I'm guessing because of blood loss. For like getting into shock and knocked out. But then they took the guy into the medical thing and then they took him away. But the whole like floor was filled with blood. So they had to get the fire department and they like cleaned it. I don't know why they had like a whole like hazmat, not hazmat suits, but they were like hazardous, and then they like put a lot of like water on there and they like flushed it out. But that shit was crazy. Imagine just a guy slitting his wrist in front of you and laughing about it.
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
Now, though there are probably 3 of some of the craziest ones. In no particular order, these didn't happen in like specific time dates, right? Now another one crazy one that happened, the guy jumped off our building. Now this one, I don't know a lot of the details, I just know what happened for sure. I heard that our building has like a roundabout on the roof. And this guy just jumped off the roof. I don't know. The manager told us this is 100% true, I'm guessing. Because I was told that, they said that a guy was up there chilling around and he just took a leap right. He took a life from him. And I think he survived it. Because the roof ain't that tall, like his building isn't that huge. But yeah, a guy legit jumped off our roof. I don't know how, I don't know when. I think it was like 2 years ago when that happened. I was still like 14, 13 maybe, so I wouldn't tell you, I don't know how to tell you. But yeah, a guy did jump off our building, that shit was funny and weird. Now, I have like a list here of the shit that I've seen, I mean. So, another thing that I've seen, this is probably one of the, not scariest, but some shit that it really set my like, oh fuck mode, right? So, I come, alright, so, my way to school and back, it's like a pretty long road, right? Pretty long street. On the way home, there's like a skid row area, right? It's not that big, but it is a skid row, like, you can legit walk by and you'll see a lot of bumps. But, time was a little bit different. Like, it was to that point of like, I don't know, they all have bikes. I don't know how to say it, but they all have bikes and then they like paint bikes and do some shit with their bikes. It's a whole row of skid rows. And there's a lot of African Americans there. I'm not trying to say nothing bad, but there is a lot of them, not gonna lie. And crazy part was we're walking and I just bought a brand new watch. It was like from Macy's. It's a nice watch. It's all gold. And then I had some brand new Air Force Ones, like all white Air Force Ones. They're the low ones. They're brand new. I had them like 2 days old. They were like fresh out. They still like, if you looked at them, they like blinked a bit and they shined, right? Probably one of the best shoes I bought. Air Force Ones, hands down, some of the best shoes. So I'm walking and I was like, what? Let's just chill. Like, I put my watch away because I'm not trying to be a racist dude or anything like that, but knowing these guys, like, they have beat some people while I've seen them fight and shit, right? Like, I was taking off my watch. I should have stayed the same, but I would just walk by real quick. My brother, he walked to school. We're walking. We come back from a baseball game. We took an L, of course. If you guys don't know my school, it's Belmont. Just, I won't get into that. So we took an L, and then I was walking home, right? Me and my brother, walking home to the skid row, and we just see this one guy just getting beat on like 4 or 5 of these other guys, and I've seen them too in that like spot. They're just all friends, but this one time these guys decided to fuck it and like just jump the dude, and they're beating his ass so hard, and I ran, I bucked it, hell no. You know, like, these guys were all angered up, they had their adrenaline pumping and everything, and me, a little ass kid chilling by there with some brand new shoes, nah. Not my damn scene. So I bucked it. I ran out of there. Fuck that. My brother was like, dude, what are you doing? But my brother didn't have shit on, but me, like, I was over here paranoid and shit. So long story short, this guy was screaming for help. He was begging for help. He was like, everybody, help me, help me. He tried running. He got up eventually. He started running. But even though he was running, he still got his ass, and they dropped him and started beating him again. They went up a hill up to a place called MC. He was going up that hill. And, this is crazy, you know, like, after that day, I went on the other side of the street every day after that. These guys, hell nah, they didn't do anything, so I went on the other side of the street. Wasn't even fucking with that side of the street no more. I'm done with that bullshit. But yeah, that was pretty fucking crazy. Like, this guy was bleeding. This guy was dropping blood everywhere. I didn't call the police because those niggas, they shot. Nope. Not me, not this time, not that moment. It was already like 10 o'clock at night. So fuck that. Now, another thing that I've seen that I've done. Now, this is not in downtown LA, but this is in Lakewood, right? I used to live in an apartment called the Lakewood Manor. It's actually one of the best apartments I've ever been in. These apartments are some of the best, like, dopest apartments, right? I genuinely like these apartments. Now, it's called the Lakewood Manor, and it's connected to another, like, it's like a lot of, like, buildings, right? But we lived on one on the corner. There was another house there, and on the way home from school, all we do is hear, like, a bunch of cop cars, right? And they, like, had a helicopter going, what the fuck is going on? Turns out, African American, instead of a house, had his gun drawn, like, he had guns in there. He had his wife, or girlfriend hostage, he had his kids in there hostage. And these guys, like, surrounded the whole building. They went into our apartment. They had people, like, outside or, like, in front of our, like, window, connecting into a wall. It was like a wall, a window, and his house, right? So a window, a wall, and his house. So they had guys on our window, like, just camping out the window, surrounding that bitch. Like, legit, had people with rifles and shit. It was dope when I was there. At the moment, it was dope. And then we had, like, this one guy, like, we were all standing out because he evacuated our building because it was so close to it. And when he evacuated it, this one dude's like, oh, I have a police scanner. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. He actually had a police scanner. I don't know if it was bullshit, but it was an actual app that police scanned. And they just went in there and, like, he was just hitting it on. They're like, oh, we're gonna infiltrate and shit. It was pretty damn dope. I don't know what the app was called. I don't know if it was real or it was bullshit. But it wasn't really that guy's, like, chatter, like, what was going on. It was other chatter. He couldn't find the channel, I guess. I don't understand what the fuck was that. I was like, remember, shit, back then, I was like 10 years old. So I don't really remember that day, but I do know for sure that there was a lot of cops there. They went in, like, in an infantry type of way. Like, they had, like, 6 guys, one in the middle, so like 7 guys in total. And they just walked in there, bucket, guns drawn. I don't think it was SWAT as much as it was just, like, fucking police officers with rifles and, like, armor. But it was actually pretty dope. It was a pretty dope experience seeing these fools walk in there and just rape this fool. These fools walked in there. I don't think they killed anyone, they just took that fool out. But they had, like, a shield on, they, like, walked in a nice group. It was pretty dope. It was probably one of those shits that I really didn't get, because they actually took me out of school. I don't think I went to school that day. Because they evacuated us and shit, and they're like, oh, you know what, don't even try it. But yeah, that's it for today. If you guys do enjoy the video, leave it a like, subscribe. This actually video, this gameplay was actually pretty damn good. I enjoyed this thing. But if you guys do enjoy these videos like that, I'll have more stories out here later. I mean, I'll try bringing like a part 2 and 3. All these are real. Take that into account, guys. I am not bullshit. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you guys do, slap a like, subscribe, and comment on what do you guys think I should do next. Peace.